These are the 7 main reasons associate doctors leave. So guess what you got to do? Train against it. You got to train against it. Number 1, associate doctors, like most people, will always take the path of least resistance to get the most or move away from the pain. The formula to get them to stay is to match the 7 factors to educate them on the painful factors. You have to educate them that they're jumping out of the frying pan into the fire because they don't know it's a fire. You have to educate them on these factors. Number 1, pleasure motivation, personality profile. We talked about passive, hybrid, alpha, okay? Talked about those being tied to the area emotionally. These are the same factors associate doctors will stay. You already can see if you have an alpha doctor, he's not staying. I'm not even going to attempt to get an alpha doctor to stay. He's not going to. And if you don't get X amount of money when you sell the hybrid doctor, guess what happens as soon as he learns everything? He'll leave. You better sell him for X amount, number 1, so at least you get some money back. And then when you do, make it better to stay than to leave. That's how you keep long-term associate doctors. The passive phlegmatic will stay forever, especially if he already went out and failed. That's the one that I want. For the anchor doctor, I want the passive phlegmatic that already went out and failed. He don't want to go do that again. He's staying forever. That's the importance of the personality. 2, are they tied to the area emotionally, especially the wife and the family? So I'm going to search for that in the beginning. Are they emotionally tied to the area somehow with family members, friends, mother, father, wife? You know, I'm gonna really put a lot of importance on that to start with. 3, pay. Okay, pay's a factor. It's one, and it's a combination. It's not always the factor. Benefits. We're talking about vacation, health insurance, retirement account, malpractice, continuing education, paid while on vacation. These are all the benefits that they're going to get. We want to let them know this is what they're not going to get when they leave and they're on their own. Respect, that's a big one. A lot of time, it's pay and respect. I'd say the top 2 reasons. Associate doctors leave, they're not paid well. The reason they're not paid well is they're not trained well to know how to produce. Or you pick the doctor who can't be trained. I can't train a phlegmatic to be a superstar in educational sales. I'll never, ever be able to do that. I'll bang my head. It'll be headaches and nightmares. Benefits, respect. It's typically, the reason they leave is typically respect and pay. Those are the 2 typical reasons. Has your practice aligned with their belief? I want it to align a little bit. I don't want them to be, so far off in left field and we're on right field. I need some alignment here. Okay? How your practice aligns, knowledge or difficulty of starting or running their own practice. Those are the 7 main reasons, right there, 7 main factors that will determine if the associate doctor stays. So we need to educate these in. We need to make it better here in these categories and worse here, and we have to educate them in that it's worse there and it's better here. That's how you get them to stay. Hybrid will stay, or the passive phlegmatic employee will stay. The hybrid will stay until they know how to get new patients and keep them. Now they're starting to look. They're looking to bolt. That's why you have to tie them to a sweat equity payment. Get an X amount of money back out of them. That depends on how good of sales job you do. I teach how to do that. After that, it's much easier for them to stay if all the major factors are better for them to stay than leave. Because now they already have a practice. They don't have to start from scratch when they leave. They got all the patients they've had while they were the associate doctor. And they're making good money. And now it even gets better because they went from the third situation to 50%, 55 or 60. So it gets to be, you're in a good position to keep them now. Okay? Unless you disrespect them. Okay? Or now you change the money on them. That's the other thing. Change an agreement on somebody with the money, time off, all change agreements. You can be guaranteed that relationship's on its way out. So these are the categories that determines if the doctor stays. We educate them.